Hey friendos, it's Moji, and today I can show off Naji the Skunk in all of his glory. He is finally finished and I'm going to show him off right now, so just let me know what you think about him in the comments. So here he is. Oh my god, this thing is so freaking hot. I've only had it on for like a few minutes and I'm already sweating in it. There he is. There's my Naji boy. He's done. There he is. Get a good full body view of him. Go all the way back. Wow, this is really warm. There's the back view. And his tail. Got a big tail. He's got a removable tail. It's a belt fed through some loops in the back, or holes in the back. But yeah, this is Naji. He done! He done. And this suit was really hard to make. I'm smoothing out the fur. But yeah, this was really hard to make. And I try to go with a simple design, really simple enough. More than just one single color, but you know, something that's not a bunch of small details. But yeah, that's him right there. That's him. He got a squishy tail. Oh my goodness. I am sweating so bad in this thing. Feet. The foot. The foot. Feet, feet, feet. He got that chest. It's the boobage. For my boobage, but it makes him look like he's got a big old chest. Say it with the chest. But yeah, this is Naji. He's finally done. A lot of time put into this guy. Hours and hours of work. I didn't work on him every single day, but which is why it took so long to make, because I had other things to do. You know, I just did this in my spare time. But he's done. I'm always smoothing out the front. I'm always smoothing the fur. I do this a lot, trying to smooth out the fur. There he is. Can't wait to get some pictures with him. Like actually, you know, some pictures. I feel so silly in this thing. This is like wearing the heaviest winter clothes that you got. multiple layers. But I hope he looks good to everybody. I like him. I worked really hard on him and I'm very proud of the work that I did. I got a new sewing machine. I had an old one, a cheap one from Walmart. That thing was complete garbage. Do not get the cheapest sewing machine. Get something that's actually worth a damn. So I hand sewed the head and the paws, and can you believe it, I did this tail all hand sewed. Took forever. But then I did the bodysuit, and I did that, you know, on the sewing machine, and I got this bodysuit done surprisingly fast. I was expecting to work on this thing for like a week or two, you know. No, it took like just a few days at max, just for the bodysuit itself. But pretty much, minus the bodysuit, everything else was hand sewn, so that took forever. But from now on, everything is going to be sewn on that machine as much as I can. So, I mean, there were a few things I had to do by hand, but, you know, most of it, 90% of it was done by a sewing machine. And honestly, if I did it all by hand, it would have taken, I probably would still be working on it. It's just so much. So, yeah, the zipper is in the back. So I was going to put it in the front, but it just looks better. People are more likely to see the front of the suit than they are the back. When you're taking pictures, you're getting the front of the suit. So I put it in the back. So it's going down the purple stripe, and I got a purple zipper. So it's hidden under there anyway. But the bodysuit was a lot of work, even though it was relatively fast with the sewing machine, because I've never made one before, and this is my very first one. But it was still quite difficult, you know, because it's my first time. But yeah, I'm really proud of how he looks. So yeah, the bodysuit itself, like, I actually put way too much seam allowance on the actual individual pieces, and when I first put it on to test fit it before I completed like putting the legs and the arms on, it was way too big. It was like a poncho or something. It was just like I was like wrapped up in a quilt almost. It was way too big, and it's still very, like, if I didn't have these paws on, I could bunch up a lot more. So I got plenty of wiggle room, which is probably why it's a little wrinkly, especially in the back, the material, but it's not exactly the most form-fitting. But honestly, I tweaked it a little bit, and, you know, to make it a little more, you know, form-fitting. But honestly, having the room to move my arms around, and I can put my arms all the way up, like so, and I can feel it pulling up. So, yeah, honestly, I'd rather have a little wiggle room to work with. So I feel like it'd be less prone to having seams pop. It's just my first attempt. It's not going to be the best quality, but, you know, I'm happy with him. He looks great. I'm really happy. He got some big old tail. So he's got just a big old floppy tail. And the belt underneath the suit actually feels like it's sitting where my belt would be if I was wearing, you know, some regular pants with belt loops. Feels like it's hitting that area, like right through here. So hopefully you can't see the back end of the top of the tail. But yeah, I'm really proud of him. He looks great. Definitely got some flaws, but he's a first try. The head and the hand paws are great. They look great. Everything else is kind of, you know, kind of a first try. So I was going to make some feet paws for Carrot, but I never did. In fact, the shoes that I have in these feet are actually the ones that I were going to put in carrots, but I said screw it, I'm not going to do it. So I dedicated them for this suit. So these are actually my first attempt at feet paws. So they're kind of okay. And the hand paws are, I love these. These look so much better than carrots, especially the paw pads. I am mesmerized by the paw pads because they actually, between the two, they actually look like they are symmetrical to each other. Like carrots, his is a little wonky. One is bigger than the other, and the actual finger beans are not exactly the same same size from each hand. These look about the same size on both. So, and I gave him bigger claws because, you know, I wanted the bigger claws. So I like that. But yeah, a lot of a learning process in making this. It was definitely hard. It's a lot of work, but the kind of work that makes you happy, you know, at least me. So, like, it didn't feel like work. It's just putting my heart and soul into some kind of project, some kind of work that I'm excited to see the end result. And even if it's not perfect, which it will not be, but as long as I see progress, you know, I'm okay with that. So I'm happy with him. He looks so good. I can't wait to hug everybody with him, even though I'm sweating so bad. I love him so much. He just looks so cute. I have to get up close so I can see him in the viewfinder. Alright, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna hike up the crotch area. And I can bend down. Not like totally, but mostly. You can bend down. Doesn't feel like anything popped. Oh goodness. Put my hands up. So I'm just worried about the crotch area and the underarms because that's going to get a lot of wear and tear. So I'm afraid that's going to pop. But I tried to do the best I could. So that's why I wanted so much seam allowance. But honestly, not everything, I didn't need as much as I put. That's why it ended up so baggy. There's just too much seam allowance originally. So, and it's still a little, but it allows me to be able to bend over and move around this tail. I'm gonna have to be conscious of the tail because I probably will bump everybody and everything, so I have to be careful. Flatten the back. Yeah, I love him so much. Back and forth, back and forth. Get some side views here. Back view. The other side. And the front. I'm burning up. I gotta get out of this. It's hot. Man, I'm so sweaty, it's hard to get it off.